Too much sauce.
Action, ready for the performance. Do I have the audience looking at us right now?
Alright, so let's get back to Too Much Sauce with Slicc and Swan. You already know the business is, man. This is the first debut. You know, at the Stars International Studio, because you already know what the business is, man. I'm getting into, like, this whole situation of, like, learning about new artists and getting to know new artists and, like, I say stepping out of the box of, like, you know, the traditional rap, urban, Kodak Black, I say Jack Boy, but I have to say, bro, like,
feuding families.
Most definitely. Like, I don't know why we feuding. I feel like we should come together and make, I say, amazing art. But like, there's too much beef in like the rap industry. Not saying that I don't listen to rap, because I was just listening to rap coming here. But I have to say, I have this another light-skinned brother. You know, when light-skinned people unite, it's crazy. Ladies, I'm sorry, it's too much. I mean, you can hit them up. You can also hit me up as well.
It's the carousel.
But I have to say, welcome, Ronson. Yes, how you doing?
Excellent. It's a pleasure to be here. Appreciate you having me.
I gotta, hold on. Before you get into it, I gotta ask you, bro. That's your real name, right? That's not like a man.
Ronson is, my dad's name is Ron.
Yeah?
I am son of Ron.
Oh my God. No, hold on. We was talking off air. Guys.
I'm not joking.
So
my dad juniored me without
junioring you
in the junior name.
I mean, that's very creative of your dad, because, like, honestly, he built a star. I mean, from what I listened to and from what I heard, like, I forgot your first song. It was something. I mean, I'll have you explain it, because, like, I know I heard it like a year ago. But Ronson, before I get into like talking about you, tell the people a little bit about yourself. I'm stumbling over my words.
What's up, people? It's your boy Ronson, aka Swanee Baby. 29-year-old R&B singer, hip hop artist from Palm Beach, Florida.
Palm Beach in the house.
Yes, sir. Started writing poetry, which technically poetry is music without sound. You know, so I started writing about 20 years ago when I was 9, back when 9/11 hit. Actually, that's when it started.
So like 9/11 really triggered you saying?
Well, it was like a school project that we had, and we had to write a poem about it.
Okay.
And like mine was good, and the teacher asked me to like go to Barnes and Noble to read it at like a 9/11 memorial fair. And I think just like from that point,
so you presented that?
I presented it, yeah.
Oh my!
So the first poem I ever presented, it got made.
What? Hold on, I have to say, yo, there was anybody like, you know, because it's 9/11, was it sad? How did it go? Like, do you remember like a last bit of it or no?
I can't say I remember like I guess the reaction from the people.
Gotcha.
But I think it was a diverse group of people that were all reading different excerpts. Like, it wasn't just a bunch of 9-year-olds. You know what I mean? It was a group. But my teacher said, like, I don't remember the poem. It might be, my parents might have it in some manila folder somewhere deep.
Oh, bro.
But yeah.
But like, so poetry, so spoken word really got you into writing what you're doing right now. Tell the people, like, what is your genre of music that you diving into?
It's tough, like, because I feel that a lot of my Mount Rushmore of artists is a collection of R&B singers.
Okay.
But, you know, I grew up listening to hip hop. Like, I wanted to rap. Like,
why not the rap lane? Because, you know, everybody put a bar together, because I be like, you know, school bop, diddly bop, something like that. And then I be like, yo, I need to put this on like a drill beat or like a trap beat. Like, why not?
So a lot of my earlier songs, I would sing the chorus and then rap verses. That was always my MO, like all the time.
So you was like Chris Brown in it?
Switching it. Well, I mean, not even Chris Brown, because Chris Brown, I feel like he likes to keep that separation often. More so, like he'll rap a whole song.
True.
But I mean, like the chorus was strictly just like a nice hook. And then the rap would be, people would ask me, be like, oh, is that you? And I'd say, yeah. And then when the verse would come, they'd say, who's that? I'm like, oh, that's me too, because it would be completely different.
Oh, okay. So it
wouldn't even really transition that well, yeah. So, and then when I got a little bit older, I felt like the rap game, especially in Palm Beach, it was just so saturated, and I wanted to, you know, and I wanted to sing. I wanted to get better at singing. So, I mean, I sing every day, even to this day. I sang.
You take like any
hours.
lessons?
I've never taken a single singing lesson.
Self-taught singer.
Yeah, I played instruments when I was younger, and I gave up playing instruments to sing. I wanted the vocals to be my main instrument.
Were
but
you
I played the drums, the saxophone, and the tuba.
No, did you like do choir or anything?
No, I was in band. I was never even like.
So you never even thought of singing, and he just jumped. Like, what advice do you have to give to somebody that's like, I'll say, have that niche, or like, did you always knew that you can sing?
No, I've looked at videos of myself, like from, let's say, like the 2010s, and I remember there's a video that sometimes pops up on my my Facebook memories of, it was me singing like a Weekend song back in 2014 or something like that on my crappy like Android video phone, like a not even a top of the line Android.
That foggy
video.
Yeah,
yep, that 420p
yeah.
whatever video.
It's okay.
And I sound terrible.
Damn.
But at the time, I was like, oh, I killed that, you know? And I see the progression over the years. Like, and it's nice to have a catalog of songs that are older to now, because I can see the motion that I'm making from the self-training that I do, just hours a day. I mean, I'm always singing. Anyone who's close to me, friends with me, knows that I'm singing like out of turn. Okay. I would tell people I have ADMD. I have like attention deficit musician's disorder, where I might like just blurt out like music at the
out
wrong
of nowhere.
Time. Yeah, I'll just start singing.
At a
like
funeral,
he'll
just be just.
I sang at my grandfather's funeral. I sang Luther Vandross at my grandfather's funeral.
I mean,
Dance with My Father again. I sang it. Bro. It was tough. It was tough.
That's tough. And you finished this whole song?
I finished it. And you know what's funny is I messed up. Like, I messed up a part because I started kind of like to tear a little bit.
Like, did they bring you up, or did you just spontaneously start singing? No,
it was,
people just circled?
It was somewhat planned. It was kind of planned.
Yeah.
But I had, aside from like my parents, you know, I didn't really sing in front of my extended family. Okay. So it was definitely a lot of pressure in comparison to like just singing to people who are in a crowd or whatever like that. And my uncle had the audacity to come up and be like, "Hey, you know, you did a good job, man. You messed up on that little part, but it was,
hater."
Like,
you know, you got to keep that. The haters keep you going.
This is the funeral, bro. I did my best up there.
Hey, no, we was talking offline. You were saying this quote like, "The haters keep you alive, people." But like you said a quote offline. I forgot what it was, but
tired of people telling me how to be great.
What do you mean by that?
I think, you know, everybody is entitled to their opinion, but I think that it's important for you to kind of take a look in the mirror before you start blurting out your opinions.
Facts.
Like people, like I know I look like I might be like, you know, 20. I don't know how I'm looking on camera right now with the Lumix colors.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But
shout out to Martin.
You know, a lot of people don't believe that I'm almost 30, and that's great. You know, I feel it in my knees, but I've been doing this like a long time. And I've grown, and I've made this growth. And, you know, I appreciate criticism, and I appreciate constructive criticism. But I think a lot of people, like, they don't know me, so then they assume things like, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that, when they haven't done that and done this, and they haven't made it into the place that's...
So what do you have to say to the ones that never been a part of your field but have, like, I'll say they always be in your comment box? What you
I tell them, good luck. I tell them good luck, because I mean, I know I'm going to make music forever, because it's not, to me, it's not about being famous. It's not about making money. Like,
it's about the art form.
I would love to make money and you know, receive recognition for something that I love to do.
Facts.
But it's also not why I do it. Like, I'm not out here being like, oh, I can be famous if I become a singer. Like, I genuinely just would never live without it. Like, unless I'm afraid of things, like when even things that happen around my throat. Like, if someone's like joking and wants to I'll be like, bro, like, I could make money with this. Like, don't play around with my neck. Like,
this is an asset, people.
It's
like,
an asset.
Y'all too much liabilities out here.
It is an asset. You can't. I don't get in fist fights because I'm not trying to get punched in the neck. Like,
so I mean, I talked. Hey, don't punch this man in the neck. Golden neck, y'all.
Bro, please. If you want to fight me, bro,
that was wrong. I don't know how that came out on camera or like
braces.
Bro, I just said golden neck. We gotta move on.
Neck
but
braces.
like
golden shit, bro.
But like, what is besides like I'll say all, you know, the haters in your inbox, or like the ones that quick to comment on what you got to do? big shout out to Uncle. Not saying that Uncle was hating or anything, but what is
meant
like
well,
one of
he
your
meant
biggest fears that like like, or do you have any fears at this moment in time right now?
I would say like a few years ago, it sounded a little bit cliche. I think my biggest fear was of being unsuccessful, right? But then you got to look at like what is success,
Correct.
you know? Like the most recent music video that I released is doing numbers that I didn't expect, which is great, you know? But then at the same time, it's like, okay, what if my next video does less? Do I, you know, curl in a ball and say that, oh man, like I had my time? Or you got to think of like everything that you're creating, everything that you're making is stacking on one another. And the
Facts.
person might not find you until a year from now, but they might look back at what you've made and be like, wow, that guy's been doing it. Like he's been consistent.
Facts. Because like I have to say, like, everybody always equates stuff to a dollar amount. So it's like, I know everybody say, oh yeah, I want to get rich and be successful, but like everybody's dollar amount for being rich and successful is always different.
Absolutely.
Cause there's no way y'all got the same number I got in my head. That there's no way he has the same number that that means I'm pretty sure my number will probably be either too short or too high, depending. But like nobody has that same number, so like don't judge your success by clearly, like how you said, like keep posting, make sure you are. I say, what do you have to say for like the ones in? I say social media wise that just like how you brought up the whole fact of you're scared you're about to curl up into a ball because of like.
Well, I'm saying if it were to happen, like because it like let's say like my most recent part or work of art is doing well, better than expected. So if my next one doesn't do as well, do I think like, it's the mental thought process of am I getting worse? Is it not as good?
How do you keep like your mind positive to like keep creating even though,
I've been in dark places, I think maybe like a couple times in my life.
Same.
Where
I feel you.
I felt like I wasn't doing anything right.
Okay.
And I think it's been a while since I've been in that. And I've kind of started to appreciate the process a lot more than the results. Like I just, like I said earlier, like I love making art. Like I love creating, not really like creating content. Like we've made this whole like global epidemic of
flooding the
necessity
market
for content creation.
Yeah,
like,
flooding the market
with the dancing and posting 10 times a day to get viral.
Much.
Like different things of that sort. It seems like a lot. And some people who put a lot of effort into their art can't post 10 times a day.
Facts.
Like you can take snippets of something and you can make it happen, but it's just like I also don't want to rush things.
Facts.
I'm a perfectionist.
I deal with that too, but like how do you deal with like procrastination even though because I know you're saying perfectionist, bro. I do the same thing. How do you deal with that procrastination? How do you get over that hump of
I think sometimes like even like once a month, I think it's good to like check in with what you got going on.
Okay.
Kind of like make a list of things. Like, okay, I have this that's not finished. I have this that's not finished. I have this that's not finished. Let me pick one of those things and hyper focus on it for the next month to make sure that that's secure. Because I get in a position, especially if I work with various like engineers, that I got, 2 songs with him we're working on, another song with him we're working on, and another song over there, and I'm trying to film, and I'm like thinking to myself, there's no way I can get this all done in a timely manner. Like I have to be able to just focus on one song at a time so that I can make that good and feel confident in it so that doesn't feel rushed.
All right. I mean, you went to it. Speaking of like, songs, and before I say what you got out,
okay,
because I heard you most recent, what was like that first hit? But you don't even have to talk about the one that I mentioned beforehand, but like your first hit to say, hey, I should just keep going with it. And I'm about to ask you about your next project.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So the song actually, What's Her Name, which Barney Baldwin, who Amit knows personally as well, he's a really cool dude I've been working with for years. He's a house DJ, and he's also in like a house He's a DJ and he's like a house music producer, engineer, right?
Okay.
Barney Baldwin.
Like a Metro.
Shout out my dog 3B.
Shout out.
And we just like we started producing like this song like one day, just like building up the chords and the synths and whatnot. And we made this song, and that was the first song I made that I was like, yo, this like we made a song that's like dope quality, like it's very unique. And then we shot a music video to it. So it was my first music video.
Oh, I didn't even mention it. Go ahead, man.
I actually won a contest
for that music video
to get a free music video from Shot by Map.
Really?
Shout out Map. I be shouting out the boys.
Hey, my bad. I didn't even know. I thought you won something for like the music video, but shout out Mac.
He filmed the video. I basically like I did most of the directing and stuff, which actually made me want to like I loved what he did so much. Like we were able to create together that I actually got into video production and I built my own video production company that I filmed.
What's Oh, I was coming in thinking that Ronson is only an artist. You're a businessman.
I'm a firefighter.
Firefighter, businessman, artist.
Correct.
But like, if money wasn't like the option, what you would pick singing, or you would pick your art form?
If money wasn't a thing, I would be in the studio every day. 100%.
See what you do, America?
I would be in the studio every day, but I know that, time is money and people have lives.
Facts.
And the video thing got interesting because I figured if I get good at video, I can showcase my singing better through content creation, because that is what the future is.
Most definitely. Everything's going to be meta. Like, how do you feel about transfer? I don't even want to get into it. Meta's just too bad. No,
about putting my brain in a capsule somewhere?
I can't even do it. I can't even get into it, guys. But I got to say, what is one thing that people misunderstand about you?
Okay, what do people misunderstand about me? I think people think, in some cases, some people think that, like, I'm a joke. And I know that sounds hard to say in person and to admit. I think people don't realize what music really means to me, because I'm not the kind of person to be online, like, pouring out my emotions. Like, I'm not out there, like, being like that sad e-boy, like, online. Like, I'm not
tweeting about, like, oh, man, she broke my heart.
Negative.
You're listening to probably, like, an album.
I'm a goofy person, know, so, and then I make music and people think I'm, like, because I'm a funny guy, they think, oh, he makes music and blah, blah, blah. And I think a lot of people don't take it seriously. Damn. People that I know personally, like people that I'm close to, they think it's like,
I need to take them more serious.
I mean, you can take me seriously now or later, but
right now he got me beat by 2 jobs. Right.
Jamaican people got multiple jobs, bro. You
got me beat by 2 jobs right now.
Jamaicans in jobs.
So album on the way,
Amit's album.
My bad. Amit's album's on the way. Before I get into like what's gonna be on the track, this album was meant to tribute Shaka.
Correct.
What did DJ Shaka mean to you?
So he was, I would say he was a guiding light in the downtown area, and in the studio. That's the majority of the interaction that I had with him. Like I wasn't hanging out with his family or nothing. I'm sure that he meant the world to them as well. But what's interesting is when I was releasing, I think it was when I released the Drowning song, which I released last year. When I released the song, I came to the studio to have like a celebratory little thing with Amit and Chaka.
Mm-hmm.
I brought some champagne. Chaka wasn't drinking at the time, but brought some champagne and I brought some pizza, and we were just gonna eat and whatever. And I actually wrote the chorus to the next song that I'm gonna release called Dem Knees. I wrote it that on the way to the studio, and I performed it, like showed Amit and Chaka.
So while you were celebrating, you were still thinking about working.
The next song. Absolutely. The next
you got
song.
me beat by 2 jobs, guys.
Once the song is in paper, like once it's written out, like once I write the lyrics, I definitely 100% am looking for a new vibe, like a new thing to write to, because
That's
it's
crazy.
It's
the work's never done for you.
The pen's the paper, never. I'm never satisfied. Like I'm just.
I respect the work ethic. What you can't get into. I can't get into all the songs, but like, what was your headspace getting into, or like actually making a song? And what is the song called that's going to be on the upcoming album?
Okay, so on the album, we have the song called "One Call Away," and my thought process behind that is Amit and I both love the song by Chingy, "One Call Away," the old school song. I still listen to it, and we were talking about it, and he's like, "Yo, let's make a One Call Away song." So he produced like a beat, and often when I write music, I let the beat, unless I'm like trying to produce as well, like I let the beat guide me at like it like speaks to me in a language. I'm not trying to sound like a tinfoil head.
I know what you mean, because there's some people right now, like y'all listen to Ice Spice. The beat must be guiding you, because I don't know.
Well, I
don't know about the lyrics.
It guides the story. Like if
you can say I sent the shot. Go ahead.
And Swan, and we both sent the shot.
You can say sometimes it's be the beat for y'all. Glorilla, it be the beat for y'all. But go ahead, bro.
No, I mean, when I hear a beat, it makes me. It details what I'm gonna write about. Like I can try to create a relatable story. Obviously, let's say like some aspects could be fabricated, but also relatable to like relatable to a feeling that you might relate to. So like that beat "One Call Away," it made me feel like, even though "One Call Away," the original song is kind of like a happy song.
Every time you're trying to leave. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean? I was Bank of America, cash in a check, and
I respect that song, yeah.
I love that song, but we made this song kind of like almost like a sad vibe.
I know from, like, you guys need to hear it. Make sure y'all grab the album, because y'all need to hear it.
It's a good song. I really like it, and I kind of felt, because I'm really pushing my vocals in this song, and I felt like, hey, let's sicko mode, which is a funny phrase, I guess. Like let's just absolutely derail the train in the center, and then kind of make it like I'm not sad over her anymore in the second half of the song. So I'm singing, and then it drops with like a short bridge, and then it goes into me just straight spitting bars for another minute.
Okay.
Of basically being like, I don't need you. Like I'm out here making money. Like
I know. I heard it. Ladies, Valentine's Day is over. All right. He's not feeling it. So I gotta say,
Summer Swan is upon us. Summer Swan is upon us.
Oh God! But I gotta say, to close out, do you have any regrets taking the path that you was taking?
Any regrets? I wish that I had the same confidence I do now when I was a little bit younger, and I wish I didn't rely on people like I did when I was younger. Because if I stuck to my guns and I continued to just believe in myself, I think I'd be farther than I am now. But I'm proud of where I've landed.
Ooh, oh my God. See, I wish I could. I'm gonna close it out on that. No, I'm not. What is next for you, dude? Like, I mean, Martin, I don't know what you're gonna do. You can cut this out. But what is next?
Hey,
on the hit list?
This year, I'm hoping to release the most amount of songs that I ever have, and the most amount of music videos. Starting my clothing brand. This is a blank from a T-shirt that I've been wearing and just feeling. Starting like a vintage T-shirt. Different brand, different. I'm always trying to dip my hands in
it could be
things.
Because Yeezy getting kicked out of everything.
Because I'm trying to beat you by 3 jobs.
Oh, damn.
That's all
y'all
it
boys. He's up on me 3 jobs right now. But until next time, guys, it's Too Much Sauce with Slicc and Swan.
Thank you so much.
Until next time,
me,
bro.
Thank
it was
you so much.
A pleasure having you.
Likewise, I appreciate it.
Until next time.